And a very pleasant good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to B.E. Gun Gymnasium for tonight's contest between the Salem Wildcats and the Freeburg Midgets. It's Cahokia Conference play, the Mississippi side, as the Salem Wildcats come in with a record of 10-7, 3-1. Freeburg 9-6, 1-2 in the conference. Should be a dandy. My name is Bruce Dickey. You are watching tonight's contest on Wabash Catch TV West here in Salem, of course, on Channel 3 on the Wabash system. And if you're watching online, we appreciate that too. We are, of course, on Wabash Catch TV West tonight, and for all the Salem basketball games, girls and boys, they do have an outstanding job as we are bringing you tonight's ball game. Looking forward to it. The Salem Wildcats in on a nice run under head coach Andy Fehrenbacher. They've won 4 of their most recent 5 basketball games, including a conference win last Friday night over Carlisle. Knocked off the Indians 75-68. But more importantly, an outstanding tournament week before last actually, at the Duster Thomas Invitational over there in Pinckneyville. That is a very difficult tournament, and Salem took 3 out of 4 in that tournament, including a wins over Chester, a very tough Chester team. Chester's going to fall probably between the limit between 1A and 2A. I think they're going to be a small 2A team. Beat Chester 43-42 and then knocked off Cissna Park 51-44. Oh, by the way, Cissna Park ranked only number 1 in Class 1A at that time. So a big win over Cissna Park. That puts Salem into the semifinal against Pinckneyville, where the Panthers at Duster Thomas Gymnasium on that home court, they are so difficult to beat. You could ask the Nashville Hornets about that right now. And fell to Pinckneyville 44-29, but turned around on the third place game Saturday and knocked off DuQuoin 44-39 to take home some hardware from that Cahokia Conference tournament. Again, Salem coming into tonight's action with a record of 10-7, 3-1 in Cahokia Conference play. For the Freeburg Midgets under head coach Matt Lauer, his 4th year at Freeburg. They're in with a record of 9-6, 1-2 in conference play. Puts them 5th in conference. By the way, the Wildcats right now sitting at 2nd place in the Cahokia Conference, with a chance to catch up to Columbia here in a couple of weeks. Freeburg's last 5 ball games, they've won 3 out of 5. They've had a nice run as well. Stubbing their toe, however, last Friday night at Trenton Westland, lost 46-43. Trenton, a solid team, 8-8 on the year, 2-2 in the conference. That always tough to play there at Trenton. Before that, though, at the Freeburg tournament, they won 4 out of 5, including wins over Triad and Waterloo Jabot. The Triad win was by 10. They beat Jabot by 6. Lost to Alton Marquette 46-40 and knocked off Waterloo 55-39 back in that tournament. So Freeburg coming in with a pretty nice head of steam as well under head coach Matt Lauer. Of course, all the folks, basketball fans in this area, remember Matt Lauer playing for South Central High School down in Kinmundy back in the late 90s, early aughts. Went on to an outstanding career at McKendree College, where he was All-American, NAIA All-American all 4 years. And his senior year took the National Player of the Year honors at McKendree. Of course, got a cup of coffee. Played a little bit in the NBA Development League and played in Europe for a while as well. So trying to get the Freeburg Midgets to play the McKendree style of ball. That always is a tough thing to do. Again, Salem at 10-7, 3-1 in the conference. Freeburg at 9-6, 1-2 in the conference. We'll have starting lineups for you along with the national anthem and the opening tip here from B.E. Gum Gymnasium on the campus of Salem Community High School here on Wabash Catch TV. And we'll be back right after these words.
Dan's Electric in Flora, Fairfield, and Noble is always ready to help you, whether the days and nights are frosty and cold or hot and humid. As a supplier and servicer of all major HVAC brands, Dan's experienced and licensed technicians are ready to get to work for you. Take care of your interior comfort with affordable heating, cooling, electrical, geothermal, and generator systems with reliable customer service from Dan's Electric.
For over 43 years, Bandy's Pharmacy has been your locally owned prescription for better health. With locations in Salem, Centralia, Mount Vernon, and Irvington, our fast, friendly, and professional pharmacists will take the time to explain your medications and give you the peace of mind that you deserve. Bandy's is also the area's largest provider of quality medical equipment solutions, and with a huge selection of medical uniforms and supplies, Bandy's Pharmacy and Medical Equipment truly is your prescription for better health.
Hi, this is Craig from Salem Tire Center. Our business is getting you on the road and keeping you there. That's why we're a proud provider of the Michelin tires, including the Michelin Defender family, Michelin's longest lasting tires on the road. Stop by today at Salem Tire Center, Route 50 and I-57 in Salem, or call us at 548-5045.
Are you going out of town for a vacation or a weekend getaway? What are you going to do with your dog? That's easy. There's Jaggers Doggy Daycare in Mount Vernon. Jaggers Doggy Daycare is your one-stop shop for overnight dog boarding, doggy daycare, as well as dog grooming and obedience dog training. It's your dog's home away from home, and they will thrive, and they'll get one-on-one attention by a great staff. More information is available on the web at jaggersdoggydaycare.com. Jaggers Doggy Daycare, 414 Main Street in Mount Vernon.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
Commitment. At Salem Rural King, Commitment is serving your community the way we would want to be served. Commitment is a newly renovated store with more hard-to-find items for the whole family. Commitment is knowing that when you shop at Rural King, you'll find everything you need in one stop. Farm, home, sporting, automotive, clothing, and much more. Come on over to Salem Rural King and experience our commitment for yourself. 1410 West Whitaker in Salem.
Make Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield your fashion leader. We're the little boutique with the big inventory of beautiful, trendy outfits and clothing in a wide array of your favorite name brands. And don't forget our large selection of jewelry and accessories. Carnaby Square is Southern Illinois' largest dealer of Brighton. At Carnaby Square, we take pride in our one-on-one, knowledgeable customer service and look forward to helping you create your own special look. Plus, always free gift wrapping. Find endless gift ideas 24/7 at carnabysquare.com and on our Facebook page. Shop the fashion leader in downtown Fairfield, Carnaby Square.
And welcome back here to Salem Community High School, B.E. Gum Gymnasium. The Salem Wildcats getting set to take on the Freeburg Midgets. Salem under head coach Andy Fehrenbacher. Andy plays a boatload of seniors. He'll start 5 seniors tonight. And typically brings in a rotation is like 7 deep, brings a couple kids off the bench. However, one of those first players off the bench is Cade Albertson. He's a junior, 6'2", and Cade is sitting at home tonight. He is afflicted with chicken pox. That's too bad. So Cade, everybody here hoping you get to feeling better very, very soon. As they already said they're missing you dearly. Hope they get better soon and get ready to play on Friday night. The Wildcats and the Midgets just about ready to go. The Wildcats did win the JV ball game tonight. 39, check that, it was 51-38. We'll have our national anthem performed by the Marching Wildcats. Of course, the national anthem performed by the Salem Pep Band on the stage here on the east side of the gymnasium here at Salem, at B.E. Gum Gymnasium. The Wildcats coming off that nice tournament down at Pygmyville. Looking forward, by the way, to the Salem Invitational Basketball Tournament. That's coming up next week. I'll tell you all about that through the course of the evening as the numbers and times and games have come out. Here are the Freeburg Midgets under head coach Mac Lauer. Luke Irvey at one guard. He's 6'1", 180 pounds. Junior. Be joined by Jake Isaacs, number 4. He's a junior, 5 feet 8 inches tall, 180 pounds. Owen Smith, number 10, 5 feet 9, 160. Connor Deeker, number 14. He's 6'5", big kid. 6'5", 210 pounds, and a senior. And Carson Smith rounds out the starting lineup. Number 23, a senior, 6 feet 2 inches tall, 175 pounds. So it's 3 seniors and 2 juniors in Freeburg's starting lineup. Again, they're in with a record of 9-6, 1-2 in conference play, coming off a tough loss to Trenton on Friday night. And for the Salem Wildcats tonight, under head coach Andy Fehrenbacher, he will send out at one guard, it's senior number 4, Isaac Hayes, 5 feet 11, 165 pounds. He'll be joined out there by Jacob Harness, number 21, senior, 5 feet 10 inches tall. Eric Brubaker is next. He is a senior also, 6 feet tall, 205 pounds, number 22. Number 40 is Brett Whitney. He's senior, 6 feet 1 and 190 pounds. And rounded out by Levi Hayes, number 44, senior and 6 feet 4 inches tall. It is jersey night here at the B.E. Gum. Bunch of the students wearing jerseys. It's cool to watch. I've been picking out jerseys over there on the other side, and the band's all wearing jerseys too. The one that might help the most, so there's a youngster out there wearing a Jackie Moon jersey from the Flint Tropics. So if you remember the Will Ferrell movie, there's a kid out there. That's a good-looking jersey too. You know, those movie guys, movie folks, graphics people, they get paid a lot of money for that kind of thing. That's a dandy jersey. There's a Kings jersey over there. There's a Michael Jordan Bulls jersey. There's a Walter Payton Bears orange jersey. How about that one? I don't think Walter Payton didn't wear the orange very many times, but I believe I recall him wearing it at least once. And there's a Neil Anderson Bears jersey. How about that? And I saw a few Rams jerseys hanging around too, as Chris Long Rams jersey. How about that, St. Louis Rams? And Kurt Warner. Of course, you can't consider the Rams without Kurt Warner. And the Wildcats and Midgets are underway as Salem wins the tip. They get it, and on the drive, the shot is up, no good for Eric Brubaker. He, however, is fouled immediately, and he'll go to the free throw line. Foul's going to go against Connor Deeker, his first, team's first, and heading to the line for 2 shots is Eric Brubaker. Coming in, by the way, these 2 squads, not the highest scoring teams, but they do play some pretty good defense. As average score for Salem, 49.6 a game. They give up 50.4, so right at even. And the season average for Freeburg, 53.1. They give up an average of 44 per game. First free throw was good. Second one off the back iron, rebound tipped out. Brubaker corrals it back to Harness. Lobs it down low over the head of Levi Hayes. And it will go to the Freeburg Midgets for their first possession of the evening. Freeburg in the blue uniforms. Bluish purple. Used to be a little bit more purple than that. Now it's a little bit blue. Last time I saw Freeburg, well, the first time I saw Freeburg play basketball was in Super Sectional back in 1992, I think. Shot put up is no good from Connor Deeker, and he's going to be fouled. So they'll go against Isaac Hayes, his first, Salem's first. Midgets in 2A, whereas Salem's a 3A squad. First free throw for the right-hander is good. And Connor Deeker will have another one coming up. 6'5", 210 pounds. He's the tallest player on the court. And he hit both. 2-1 in favor of Freeburg. Early on. Outside with it is Brubaker. Eric Brubaker drops it over to Brett Whitney in the corner. 3 on the way from Harness. Won't fall. Rebound tipped around, gathered by Deeker. Deeker at 6'5". Colin Brueggemann's also 6'5", plays for Freeburg, but he's not in the game yet. With the basketball, it's Carson Smith on the drive, gets it over to Owen Smith. Back out to Carson Smith, who loses his footing and is going to get called for traveling. .6:53 to go here in the first quarter. You're watching tonight's contest on Wabash Catch TV West. Harness will bring it across over to Brubaker on the left side, back out top, and around it goes Levi Hayes. Harness will fire from 15 on the free throw line. It won't go. Rebound to Deeker. He is owning the inside so far in the early going. Quickly across with it. Carson Smith heads to the hoop, plays it up, no good. Partially deflected, I believe, by Levi Hayes. Harness wants to sprint up court. Stops in the lane, puts it up from 14, no good again. Jacob Harness having some difficulty with his shot tonight. On the drive, the ball gets away, but is saved in to Carson Smith. Now a steal by Brubaker. Eric to the hoop, he lays it up and in. 3-2. Freeburg with the ball, trailing by 1. As that pass is tipped out of bounds. Good quick hands by Isaac Hayes. We're under 6 minutes to go here in this first quarter. It's 3-2. 5:52 to be exact. As Hayes will toss in. Pardon me, Jake Isaacs. Gets it into Irvy. Irvy to the hoop. He's going to be fouled by Hayes. For Isaac Hayes, that's number 2. I thought that was 2 on him. He's got both fouls for Salem. And that might be an issue. On the drive, the shot is up and good for Luke Irvy. E-R-V-I-E, Irvy. And Freeburg goes back into the lead. Harness nearly has it picked, gets it over to Hayes. Back outside around Levi Hayes to Brubaker to Harness. Good ball movement by Salem. Looking for a shot. Whitney has it. Now Harness will fire a long three that bounces out no good. Jacob Harness starting out 0 for 4 tonight. It's 4-3 Freeburg, and they have the ball. Long pass across. Jake Isaacs drives back outside to Deeker, who traveled. Caught the ball, kind of rocked back and forth before he took off to the hoop. And Leighton Ware will check into the basketball game for Salem. He's a junior, 5'11". Number 5 for Salem. Under 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter, 4:55. Whitney over to Harness. They drop it down low. Shot put up, blocked by the bottom of the backboard. Levi Hayes was a little bit too deep inside. Good defense by Connor Deeker for Freeburg. Deeker has it at the high elbow, right side. Gets it over to Jake Isaacs. He does a little bit of fancy dribbling. Now a shot from the right wing will not go. Rebound, Carson Smith for Freeburg, off to Isaacs, and the three is good from the corner for Luke Irving. He's got 5 points out of their 7. 7-3 now. Brubaker out on the right wing, finds Harness with it. Now back out and around. Whitney will take the 17-footer. It's off the back iron. Salem cold as ice right now. On the drive, Irving puts it up and in. Slow start for the Wildcats. They trail 9-3. Under 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter, 3:45 to be exact. Harness tries to get over Brubaker, nearly stolen away by Owen Smith. Brubaker gathers. Outside it will be Leighton Ware. Now Harness working and fires from step back three, won't go. Rebound, Hayes up too short. Rebound brought down by Deeker. Deeker with great defense. He just stood his ground, stood up tall, raised his hands, and was able to affect that shot. They drop it down to Deeker. He fires it across the baseline. Now jumper from Isaacs won't go. Rebound taken down by Salem. Under 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Salem needs to heat up. Whitney. They're getting good shots. They aren't turning the ball over. That's the thing. And there's a pass down low. A reverse shot won't fall for Whitney. Had a step on Deeker. Couldn't get it to fall. Carson Smith will hand off to Owen Smith. Into the corner. It goes back to Irving. Irving leading all scorers. Outside three on the way from Deeker. Won't go. Rebound lost out of bounds. Last touch by Levi Hayes. It will remain Freeburg basketball as Owen Smith will take a seat. First sub in for Freeburg is Griffin Range, 6'1" sophomore, number 22. 2:18 to go in the first. Pass comes in quickly to Irving, heading to the hoop, and he's got 9 points. 9 of the 11. Out on the right wing, Ware drops it down to Levi Hayes. Over, gets it up and over Griffin Range, and Range is going to get whistled for the foul. Irving picks it up. Wow. That was a miss. Okay. So Irving picks it up. That's 2 fouls against Freeburg, just 1 on Irving. Oh, I didn't see him do it. First free throw is good for big Levi Hayes. He'll have another one. Stops that nice little run for Freeburg. They'd scored 9 in a row. Both of them good for Levi Hayes. Under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. It's 11-5 in favor of Freeburg. Isaac Hayes fires it across. pardon me, it was Jake Isaacs firing it across to Griffin range, and there'll be a foul there against Salem. That one's going to go against Brett Whitney, his first, team's third for the Wildcats. And to the line for the first time is the sophomore Griffin Range. Smith checks back in, another sub in, Colin Brueggemann. Also into the game for the first time, Jacob Blumenkamp. Second free throw bounces off, no good as well. So 11-5, the score remains. Whitney to the right wing, it goes to Ware, down low to Brubaker. Brubaker backs up, jumper from 12 falls off, no good. And the shooting woes continue for the Wildcats. Into the corner, it goes to Brueggemann. Back outside, Smith. To Carson Smith. Minute 10 to go in the first quarter, 11-5. Freeburg really not going to run away with it, you don't think. Just keep playing your game if you're the Wildcats, because there's a turnover. Carson Smith trying to get outside to Owen Smith, and he threw it well over his head. 59 seconds to go in the quarter. It's an 11-5 game in favor of Freeburg. Salem with the basketball, however. A couple shots from tying this thing. Brubaker drives the right side of the lane, works against Smith. Tough shot, won't fall. Rebound tipped around, gathered by Brubaker, and he puts it up and in. Brubaker now with 5. 35 seconds to go in the quarter. Smith sprints it across. Guarded outside by Harness in the man-to-man. Now they're triple teaming. While shooting over the triple team was Blumenkamp, and he might have thought better about that one. Rebound to Salem. 17 seconds to go. They're going to settle things down by 4. They're going to go for the last shot here in the first quarter. 10 seconds to go. Brubaker works on range, drops it down to Whitney, who tried to hand it off, but took an extra step, and he'd like to have that drive back. 3.2 seconds remaining in the quarter, and Matt Lyer is going to send in some new players. Deeker's back into the game, as is Irving. The starters back in. Isaacs, Smith and Smith. And it comes to Isaacs, fires from about 25, and they're going to call a foul on the three-point shot. Boy, oh boy. You don't like getting that one. That foul goes against, I don't know if they put the number up wrong. As it will be 3 free throws for Jake Isaacs here to end the quarter. Boy, that's frustrating. Climbing your way back into it. And all of a sudden, well, he's missed 1 out of 2. That's Trent Bowles' foul, by the way. Jake Isaacs hits 2 of 3, and after 1 period of play, it is Freeburg 13, Salem 7. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Don't buy from strangers, buy local. With national communication providers, you may be forced to try to get help from a call center across the country. Who needs the aggravation? Choose Wabash Communications instead. Our employees are local, so you'll be treated like a neighbor whenever you call or stop by, and you'll get straightforward pricing without any gimmicks or hidden cost. Plus, we actively support the communities we serve through monetary and in-kind donations. Put your money where your heart is. Here at home, visit wabash.net to express your interest in Wabash Fiber.
At Back & Body Works Chiropractic, we help you feel better naturally. Our naturopathic treatments are for the whole family, from newborns to the elderly. We offer auriculotherapy for smoking cessation and appetite control. We use acupuncture to improve health and well-being in the mind and body. Our high-quality supplements are made from organic, whole foods and herbs for adults and children. We also offer exercise classes for women of every age, size, and fitness level. We are conveniently located at 101 South Main Street on the Square in Louisville.
Call my mommy.
Welcome back here to Salem after one period. It is Freeburg over Salem, 13-7. And it will be Freeburg basketball to start things off in this second quarter. As they get it down low to Smith, and he throws it away. Tried to get it back out to Jake Isaacs. And Coach Lyer says, look, just back up and put the shot up. It's 13-7. Salem trying to dig into that lead. There's as many as 8 on the drive. Jacob Harness, there you go, Jacob. He's been struggling, and that ought to help him out. That's his first bucket of the night. Across with it. Owen Smith into the corner. Finds Carson Smith at the free throw line. The ball kicked by Leighton Ware. Levi Hayes will check back into the ball game, replacing Trent Bowles. Bowles getting the sophomore getting a few minutes work. In it comes to Smith, and he throws it down low. Haddon Lieberger got his hand on it. If he had not, it was going to go out of bounds anyway. Didn't get a chance to mention the officials earlier tonight. Dana Pearson along with Corey Miller and Mike Dammerman. Good experienced crew. Seen Dana Pearson for years. And 5-second violation. It'll be a Salem basketball. Good defense by the Wildcats. For Salem, it is Liebarker along with Brubaker, Harness, Whitney, and Levi Hayes. Hayes holds it out on top. Finds Lieberger over to Whitney. To Harness. Harness at the left elbow. Nice pass to Brubaker. Around to Hayes. Of course, Isaac Hayes had to sit early with foul issues. Scores 13-9. Jumper from Harness is off, no good. But they're going to call a push against Adam Haas for Freeburg. And Jacob Harness will head to the free throw line for 3 free throws. I got to tell you, I think I've called about 20 ball games so far this year, and there've already been 2 3-point free throw efforts, and I don't think I'd seen more than 1 the rest of the year. But both those were legitimate, that's for sure. As Harness hits the second of 3, missed the first. He does not dawdle when given the basketball at the free throw line. It is 2 bounces, fire. And he hits 2 for 3. Gives him 4 points on the evening, cuts that lead down to 2. It was 11-3 in favor of Freeburg. And a steal, heading to the hoop. Shot won't go. The rebound taken down by Irvy. Irvy heads up court, fires it into the corner. Plays catch with Deeker, back to Irvy from the block. It won't fall. Tip up by Deeker's no good, but the follow is good from Irvy. He's having an outstanding night. He's got 11. Harness all the way around. Smith to the hoop, and he lays it in. 15-13 scoring, picking up measurably here in this second quarter. 6:10 remaining, first half. It's 15-13 in favor of Freeburg. Freeburg in blue, Salem in white. Fans hooting and hollering, thinking Jake Isaacs might have overturned it. Deeker drives, drops it back out, and they're going to call for traveling on Luke Irving. Can't blame Luke Irving for trying it, though. Figures if his buddy Jake Isaacs gets away with the carry, he might get away with the extra step. So Salem with a chance to tie. Down by 2. 5:45 to go here in the first half. Whitney on the block, gets around his man. The lefty hook is good. Well, Brett Whitney, his first points of the night. Ties it up at 15. Carson Smith on the dribble. Fires it to Smith heading to the hoop. Owen Smith, and his shot won't fall. It will be Salem basketball, as the officials will say that Deeker, the last to touch it. Connor Deeker, the senior, 6'5", 210-pounder. He looked to his coach in disbelief. May have had a point. 15-15 to score. Outside with it is Hayes to Whitney. Over on the right wing to Lieberger. Lieberger over to Brubaker and around to Harness. Each Wildcat has touched the ball this possession. And there's a steal taken away by Owen Smith. Heads down against Lieberger and lays it up and in. Owen Smith with his first points of the game. And Freeburg back up by 2, 17-15. You're getting that feeling this will be a close one all night long. Lieberger back around to Harness. To the right wing, Brubaker gets around his man, drops it to Hayes. Tough pass to Whitney, who corrals it and puts it in. Boy, that was really nice hands for Brett Whitney. Able to gather that and dump it down. Tied at 17, Freeburg with the basketball. Near steal by Harness, he will come up with the heads to the hoop and lays it in. That's quick feet by Jacob Harness, and timeout is taken by Freeburg with 4:08 to go here in the first half. It's a full. We'll be back in 1 minute.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LaMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Marion County Savings Bank is partnering with local businesses and encouraging customers to support local through its new Fusion checking account.
Come on by me, best to pick good barbecue.
Fusion checking comes with an app that makes it easy to find and use deals from participating businesses. You simply click on the coupon and show your phone to the merchant. It's that simple.
I'm Sharon Evans from Produce Plus, and I love my bank.
Stop by or open an account online at MarionCountySavings.com.
The Salem Wildcats got a scoring update from Chagnon there in Mount Vernon. Mount Vernon leads Altamont at the half 30-19, and in Fairfield it's only over the Mules after 1/4 of play, 16-11. Here with 4 minutes to go in the first half. Well, it was Salem by 3, but now it's Freeburg by 1. Salem was up by 2, pardon me. Now Freeburg by 1. As Connor Deeker fires a 3 from the corner. Freeburg up 20-19, 3:40 to go in the half. On the drive, Brubaker is going to be grabbed and fouled on the way to the hoop. That one's going to go against Griffin Range, his first, 4th for Freeburg. Into Harness. Harness drives on Smith. Drops it down to Whitney, who loses the handle. Range comes out with it. Dribbles through traffic and will bring it across. 3 again for Deeker. Same result. Same spot, same result. Whitney got out there, but not in time. So what was a two-point lead all of a sudden? Now a 4-point deficit for the Wildcats. Hayes back in the ball game for Salem. 3 on the way is answered. Jacob Harness, the big quarter going. He's got 11 now in this second quarter. Cuts that 4-point lead to 1, 23-22. On the drive all the way to the hoop. Layup won't go for Luke Irving. Rebound Salem. They can retake the lead as Harness sprints to the basket, lays it in, and he's fouled. Count the hoop. And that one is going to go, I believe, against Owen Smith. Owen Smith picks up his first foul and gets up slowly. He got the worst end of that one. And he heads back to the half line, grabbing his lower back. It's 24-23. Salem by 1, 2:41 to go here in the first half. Salem in the middle of an outstanding quarter. They've already have 17 down for the quarter with 2:41 to go. Short armed it. Free throw won't go for Harness. Rebound into the corner. Taken away by Salem. Harness has it. Salem leads by 1. Nice work by Brubaker getting over there getting it. And Harness loses the handle. Taken away by Carson Smith. And he has it knocked away by Brubaker again. Eric Brubaker having a pretty good defensive last few moments. 2:23 to go in the half. It's Salem 24, Freeburg 23. Long pass comes into Hayes. Pardon me, to Isaacs. On the drive, Range is going to be fouled. Griffin Range will head to the free throw line for 2 shots, as that's going to go against Jacob Harness. That'll be his first, team's 5th. Neither team in the bonus as yet. Both teams with just 5 team fouls. Range has been to the line previously. He's 0 for 2 there. He has a chance to tie this one or put his team ahead or leave it behind by 1. The sophomore misses the first. Next one on the way. He's 1 for 4 as he hits the second. Tied up at 24. 2:15 to go, first half. Harness over to Brubaker. Brubaker guarded the man-to-man by Range. Into the corner to Harness, to the free throw line. Jumper off back iron. Good rebound. Oh, taken away. Luke Irving fires it ahead to Carson Smith. Back to Deeker, who lays it in. Connor Deeker now with 10 points himself. And Freeburg back with the lead. 26-24, 1:52 to go in this first half. Harness to the left side, gets it to Brubaker. Cuts through to the corner, back outside it goes to Levi Hayes. He looked down low, didn't like the look of Brett Whitney. Now Brett Whitney holds. Back outside between the circles. Hayes a long way from the hoop. Now on the dribble in trouble. Brubaker got out of that trap. It was close. Runner won't fall for Leighton Ware. He got caught in the air, and I don't think he realized that his intended receiver on that pass wasn't going to be open, Levi Hayes. So a minute to go in the half. 2-point lead for Freeburg. They have the basketball. Jake Isaacs gets it over to Connor Deeker, who is going to be called for the charge. That's 2 on Deeker. First player for Freeburg with multiple fouls. And he'll head to the bench. for most likely the last 55 seconds of the half. One Salem Wildcat with 2 fouls is Isaac Hayes. And he hasn't played too much since he picked up that second foul. Harness with it out on the right wing. Fires it down low to Whitney. Sees it wide open. Levi Hayes cutting across, and he hits him underneath for the layup. 26-26. Freeburg's going to go for one with 22 seconds to go in the half. Irving on the dribble. Works against Harness. Back outside it goes to Range. Range against Brubaker. 10 seconds to go. Off to the right wing to Irving. Tries baseline. Fires it across to Smith. He goes left baseline inside. Short layup for Brueggemann is blocked, but he'll head to the free throw line for 2 shots. As Brubaker's going to pick up his first, team 6th, with just 0.6 seconds remaining in the half. Colin Brueggemann, sophomore, 6 feet 5 inches tall. Misses the first off to the right side a little bit. Probably not enough time to get a shot off for Salem. Following this, we'll see. Missed them both. Rebound tip back up, no good. So, after one half of play, back and forth first half, it is Salem 26, Freeburg 26. We'll be back in 2 minutes with stats and all kinds of things for you. Back in 2.
I'm Mike Dye from Max Dye Incorporated. Since 1964, we've been doing business with one simple idea. Treat people right and they'll come back. So whether you're shopping for a new GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, or pre-owned vehicle, or need service, we can help. Our qualified sales representatives and expert auto technicians provide you with straightforward, no-hassle shopping and service every time. Come see what we mean when we say hometown friendly, the way car shopping should be at Max Dye Incorporated in Salem.
At Rollinson's in Salem, we take pride in offering American-made appliances by Whirlpool, Maytag, Amana, and KitchenAid, plus we service everything we sell. Shop our showroom of cabinetry and countertops. Not sleeping well on your current mattress? Hurry on over and see what Serta quality is like. Our flooring stands alone in selection and price, bringing you Mohawk brands that you know and trust. Stop in today and let us help you get the best results for every room in your house.
Welcome to the world of custom embroidery. Shirt Tales is here to service all of your embroidery and screen printing needs. From ball caps to teddy bears, we have it all custom made for your business or personal needs. We also sell Green Mountain grills and all the necessary products for your backyard barbecue. Call us today at 662-2451 or stop by 134 West North Avenue in Flora or visit us online at Shirt.
The Salem dance team performing over on the other side of the court.
Tales.net.
Saw him up on the stage working on this routine. Well, that was beautiful. How about that? The Salem dance team. Beautiful job. But, a lot different from the ones you usually see at the dance where they're just basically going to loud yah-yah music, right, Chris? That was beautiful. Nicely done. Let me give you some scores here from the half. Tie ball game here. It is 26-26. Salem and Freeburg. Let's go over Freeburg first, leading the way for the Midgets. With 11 points is Luke Irvy. Irvy had 4 field goals and a 3 for his 11 points. 10 points for Connor Deeker. He hit a couple of threes in the deep corner there in the late in that second quarter. He's 2 for 2 from the free throw line. 2 points for Jake Isaacs as he's 2 for 3 from the free throw line. 2 points for Owen Smith as he hit a field goal there in that second quarter. And 1 point for Griffin Range. He was 1 for 4 from the free throw line. Colin Brueggemann also got to the line. He was 0 for 2. So from the line, Freeburg really struggling. They're 5 out of 11 from the free throw line. And with quarters of 13 and 13 for Salem. Oh, by the way, with foul issues, only one player with multiple fouls. That's Connor Deeker. He picked up his second foul late in that first half. Salem led here at the half by Jacob Harness. Harness has 13 points. He's 2 for 4 from the free throw line. He had 4 2-point field goals and a 3 in that first half. Eric Brubaker with 5, 1 out of 2 from the line and 2 for a couple of field goals. 4 points for Brett Whitney on a couple of field goals, and 4 points for Levi Hayes. He had a field goal. He was 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Overall, Salem 5 for 8 from the line at quarters of 7 and 19, and Isaac Hayes, the only Salem Wildcat facing imminent danger with multiple fouls. He has 2. First quarter score 13-7 in favor of Freeburg. Salem returned the favor. Outscored Freeburg 19-13 in that second quarter and tied it up at the half. It's 26-26. We'll be back with the second half for you from B.E. Gum Gymnasium here on the campus of Salem High School. You're watching tonight's ball game on Wabash Catch TV on YouTube on the Wabash Catch TV West channel. We'll be right back after these.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
In 1916, Warren Miller chose Auto Owners Insurance. Later, his son made the same choice, as did his grandson. And today, his great-granddaughter did the same. As we reflect on where we've been, we're grateful to our independent agents and to those who have put their trust in us, and to the generations who will. Auto Owners Insurance.
Harrison Insurance in Louisville is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Fairfield Memorial Hospital has been providing excellence in community health care since 1950. We are proud to offer a wide range of services in both the inpatient and outpatient settings. Horizon Healthcare, our rural health clinic, now has 3 locations to better serve our patients' needs. Patients can be seen at our Horizon Healthcare clinics in Fairfield, Sisney, and Grayville. Call us today to learn more about the services offered at Fairfield Memorial Hospital.
Make Wabash Internet your superpower and fly through downloads at super fast speeds. You'll feel like a superhero flying faster than a speeding bullet with Wabash's fiber internet. You'll have the power you need for all your online activities, from streaming movies to online gaming. We offer speeds up to 1 gig. Visit wabash.net to express your interest in Wabash Fiber. Certain restrictions apply. Contact us for complete details.
It won't always be new. It won't always be clean. It won't always be flawless. But it'll always be yours. So how do you know it'll be protected? To solve the big challenges of tomorrow, take simple steps today. At Country Financial, when you're ready to start, we're ready to help. With auto insurance.
See me, Alex Atwood in Sisney, for your insurance and financial needs.
When you build with Morton Buildings, you build something that lasts. And now you can build for less during Building Value Days. If you're dreaming of a personal storage building, horse barn, farm storage, home, office, insulated workshop, or even a commercial facility, take advantage of our discounted pricing on new buildings now through February 28, 2019. So don't delay. Visit MortonBuildings.com for more information.
Have heavy rains done a number to your driveway and walkway? Call the Driveway Doctor, Jeremy Carter at Carter Trucking in Fairfield. The Driveway Doctor will make a house call, determine the pothole prognosis, and cure your ailing driveway and walkway. Carter Trucking prescribes riprap, sand, pea gravel, white rock, river rock, decorative rock, mulch, and more. Need dirt, grain, or even equipment hauled? Just call 842-2022 for delivery in Clay and surrounding counties. From Carter Trucking on Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
January 11th, the superintendent's office during regular school hours.
And welcome back here to B.E. Gum Gymnasium, home of the Salem Wildcats. Back and forth first half. The Wildcats and Midgets have fought tooth and nail. Midgets led by as many as 8 earlier. 11-3. Salem came roaring back, took a lead 19-17. Midgets took a quick lead on that, 23-19, and Salem fought back to tie it up at the half, 26-26. Freeburg's going to look at that half and say, doggone it, we should have shot free throws better. And they're right. They're 5 out of 11 from the free throw line. The Wildcats 5 for 8 from the line. So it will be Salem basketball to start this second half. Isaac Hayes along with Jacob Harness, Eric Brubaker along with Brett Whitney and Levi Hayes for the Wildcats. Harness gets a nice block, fires it over to Hayes into the corner now. Brubaker back outside. Harness open for a moment, drives it closer, takes a 13-footer that will not go. Rebound comes down to Connor Deeker for Freeburg. For Freeburg, Connor Deeker, Owen Smith, Jake Isaacs, Luke Irving, and Carson Smith. Owen Smith fires it off to the side to Luke Irving. Across it goes. Deeker open for 3, and he hits another one. That's 3 for the big man. Gives him 13 points on the game and gives Freeburg a 3-point advantage here with 7:15 to go in the third quarter. As the ball nearly tipped away from Whitney, he gathers, fires it into the corner to Hayes. 3 on the way from Brubaker won't go. Rebound comes down to Freeburg. Owen Smith will slow things down as he's met by Eric Brubaker at the half line. Salem in the man-to-man, that's what you'll typically see them employ. As that ball bangs off the foot of Isaac Hayes. Rather inadvertently, but not as inadvertent as it needed to be. For it to just bounce free. Irving gets a nice pass and puts it up and in. Luke Irving with a nice cut to the hoop. And all of a sudden it's a 5-point game. 31-26 in favor of the Midgets. Harness hands off to Hayes. That's Isaac. Back to Harness for 3 off the back iron. No good. Rebound comes down to Jake Isaacs. And Eric Brubaker will slow things down, bringing it across. Looks inside, fires to the right side to Jake Isaacs. Back outside, Owen Smith for three. It's good. Owen Smith hits the three, and Coach Fehrenbacher wants a timeout. With 6:08 to go here in the third, we'll take one as well. It's 34-26, back in 30.
Going beyond the expected. It's what they do at Pekin Insurance, and it's been their way of doing business since 1921. It's service that goes the extra mile, and product that provides the flexibility to meet all of today's insurance needs and tomorrow's as well. Stop by and see the agents at North Wayne Insurance Agency in downtown Flora and Sisney. They will provide the financial protection and peace of mind that you need and deserve. North Wayne Insurance in Pekin, beyond the expected.
It will be Salem basketball, but Coach Fehrenbacher very disappointed in the start of this second half for his Wildcats, as they've given up 8 points in a row. And a couple of threes that were relatively unguarded. Harness will jog it across, fires in the corner to Brubaker, back out to Harness. Across he goes to Isaac Hayes. Now Harness working against the zone put on by Coach Lauer and the Freeburg Midgets. It's a 3-2 zone with big old Carson Smith out on top of it. The lob pass down to Whitney, gathers himself, puts it up off the iron, no good, and knocks the ball away. It will go back to the Freeburg Midgets. That's the shot you wanted if you're the Salem Wildcats. He just didn't fall. 5.5 to go here in the third. It is 34-26. Quick pass ahead to Smith, back outside. Another open three for Owen Smith, and he bangs it home. That's the third three-pointer this quarter for Freeburg, and they are bombing it. And shoot like that, it's difficult to keep up. 37-26, Harness will drive to the hoop. They're going to call a charge. Jacob Harness picks up his second foul of the night, first foul this half for either team. But Salem does not want to let Freeburg get too far out of reach. Trailing by 11, 37-26. We thought this was going to be a tough matchup for both teams. Each team with a winning record about 60 or 70% of their games. And the rebound gathered by Luke Irvey, but he stepped out of bounds trying to bring it out. It's a break for Salem. Keeps that lead 11. Biggest lead of the game for Freeburg. Salem needs some buckets. Got to get something going. Brett Whitney, one of the 5 senior starters for the Wildcats. He plays give and go. Now back outside, Harness for three. Partially blocked, I think, by Carson Smith, and picked up and put in by Brett Whitney. Huge hoop for the Wildcats. They did not need another empty possession. Down by 9, 37-28. 4:15 to go here in the third. Deeker with it, gives it over to Irvey. His shot a little short, gets his own board, puts it up and in. Irvy was the man on the court who knew it was the short before anybody else, and he found the right place on the court for the rebound. Back to an 11-point game, 39-28. Harness from 14, it won't fall. Rebound, Levi Hayes. The follow is good. Levi now with 6. It's a 9-point game again. 39-30, 3:35 remaining in this third quarter. Smith, another three-pointer on the way. This one bounces off, no good. Rebound that comes down to Isaac Hayes for Salem. Long pass up to Eric Brubaker, drives into the lane. The runner's up and in. Big drive by Eric Brubaker, and when you're down like that, you get aggressive. 39-32 in favor of the Midgets. Freeburg in blue, Salem in the white. Out on top with it is Luke Irvey. Gets around Harness, finds a wide open Carson Smith. And Smith will lay it in for his first points of the night. Nice job by Irby to draw the defense. And he took advantage, finding Smith. It's 41-32. Harness with it out on the right wing. Drops it down to Hayes. Hayes, shot blocked by Deeker, but Deeker's going to pick up his third foul. Team foul number 1. And a 41-32 score. 2 foul shots for Levi Hayes. He's 2 for 2 on the evening. Off the back iron. A little bit too much mustard on that one, Levi. Second one up coming for the right-handed senior from Salem. He hits it 1 out of 2. Cuts that lead back to 8. Salem not going away. Freeburg, after the onslaught of 3-pointers, might have had the opportunity to put them away, but Salem hanging tight. Down by 8, 41-33. 3 on the way, is off the back iron. Rebound taken down by Smith. Works against Whitney, finds a wide open Colin Brueggemann, who lays it up and in. Brueggemann's first points of the night, and it's back to a 10-point game, 43-33. Big third quarter underway here for Freeburg. They had a 13-point first quarter, 13-point second quarter. They've already got 17 here in the third. Down in the corner, Brubaker drives to the block, puts it up and in. Nice jumper for Eric Brubaker. He's got 9 on the night, 43-35. Isaacs on the dribble, gets it back to Smith and driving to the hoop. Colin Brueggemann is fouled. He'll head to the free throw line for 2 shots. That foul's going to go against Brett Whitney, his second, team second. And Brueggemann missed his first 2 free throws in the first half, misses his third free throw attempt here in the third quarter. With 1:33 to go in the third quarter, it's 43-35. And it remains 43-35. Here comes Jacob Harness, down by 8. I'd like to get that down to 3 or 4 or 5 before the end of this quarter. Off the right wing, jumper is off the iron, no good for Isaac Hayes. Rebound to Freeburg, 1:14 to go. With their scoring average of just 53 points, you got to figure that Freeburg knows how to burn clock. Down low it goes to Smith. He has it knocked away. It's loose, still in bounds, but loose and picked up by Freeburg. Nice work by Whitney, and Brubaker just unable to come up with it. On the dribble is Luke Irvey. Off to the right wing, it goes to Griffin Range. Back outside now, he goes between the circles. To Jake Isaacs, heads down the middle, and will be a kicked basketball with 41 seconds to go. It's an 8-point game, 43-35. 41.8 to go in the third quarter. Salem needs the basketball back. Cut this thing down. Long pass into backcourt to Owen Smith. And Jake Harness giving him all he wants coming up the court. Looks down low, finds his man Brueggemann. Brueggemann misses the shot, gets it back, puts it in. Colin Brueggemann with 4 this quarter. It's a 10-point game again, 45-35, 20 seconds to go. Harness to the left wing, finds Jake Isaacs. And a pass intended across for Brubaker is stolen away by Range. Just didn't put it high enough. Brett Whitney is a little short. 3 seconds to go from the lane. The jumper is good for Luke Irvey, and the third quarter is a huge quarter for Freeburg. They lead going into the fourth, 47-35. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Napa know-how.
At Flora Auto Parts, you can count on the Napa know-how experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, your locally owned Napa store carries a large inventory of parts for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced counter people understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa know-how at Flora Auto Parts.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
Welcome back here to B.E. Gum Gymnasium. The Freeburg men just lead the Salem Wildcats 47-35 starting out this fourth quarter. Free throw line woes continued for Freeburg, but it didn't really matter as they went 0 for 2 that quarter, now 5 for 13 in the game. But when you're hitting all your field goals, you don't mind missing a couple of free throws. Freeburg will have the basketball to start things off here in the fourth quarter. Colin Brueggemann along with Luke Irvey, Owen Smith, and Carson Smith. And Griffin Range, 3 on the way from Irvey. Off the iron, no good. Rebound fought for. Range loses it out of bounds, and it will be Salem basketball. 47-35. And Salem needs the points. Jacob Harness had 13 points going into the second half, and he still has just 13 as he was shut out in that third quarter. Shut out in the first, shut out in the third, had 13 in the second. He needs a big fourth quarter here, him or his teammates. Harness drives to the hoop, shot won't fall. Rebound taken down by Freeburg. Owen Smith. And Luke Irvey will bring it across. With 7:20 to go in the basketball game. It's a 12-point game. Pretty soon, the timer going to become a factor for Salem. Down low, they go to Irving, spins, puts it up, no good off the front iron. Rebound brought down by Brubaker. And he fires it ahead. The ball got knocked out of bounds, last touched by Freeburg. It will remain Salem basketball. 7 minutes to go. 6:58 to be exact. Have an updated score. I do not have an updated score. I do have an updated score. Mount Vernon leads in the fourth quarter of the running clock, 65-35 over Altamont. Three-pointer from the corner, no good for Isaac Hayes. And the rebound goes to Freeburg. Salem can ill afford empty possessions. Irvey holds, fires it across to Smith. Owen Smith, senior, 5'9". Guarded out on top by Leighton Ware now in the man-to-man. Near steal by Isaac Hayes. But Luke Irvey recovers. 6:15 to go in the game. There's a steal by Brett Whitney. Into backcourt. Who's going to get it? It will be Salem basketball. Last touch by Griffin Range. Range, a sophomore, did not go to meet the pass, and that's a no-no. Score remains 47-35. That's how we opened this period. And 2 minutes are gone. Salem needs to get a move on. Brubaker drops it down to Whitney. Spinners in. Whitney now with 8. Cuts the lead to 10. Has Harness back to the scorer's bench, ready to come in at the next whistle. Irvey works against Hayes and puts it up. No good. Rebounding foul is going to go against Luke Irvey. Still a lot of fouls to give for both of these squads. That's just the second foul of the game, of the second half, pardon me, for Freeburg. And the second personal foul on Luke Irvey. Isaac Hayes is going to take a seat. No, check that. He stayed in. It was Levi Hayes that took a seat with Harness back in the ballgame. He heads to the hoop, fires it into the corner through the arms of Brett Whitney. Whitney was crashing for the board, and Harness tried to find him outside and didn't realize it. Range with it in back court. Salem's full court man-to-man. Range gets across to the hoop, shot up, no good. Rebound, Deeker puts it up and off, no good. The Range gets it and puts it in. Griffin Range goes over the top at 6-1. And bumps the lead back to 12 with 5 minutes to go. It's one of those nights for the Salem Wildcats to this point, unless they turn it around. Whitney drives to the hole. The runner is good. Brett Whitney opening things up. He's got 10. Still a 10-point game, however, with under 5 minutes to play. Smith across. Finds Carson Smith, stolen away by Harness. Looks to tip it ahead. The ball gets knocked out of bounds. It will remain Salem basketball. Updated score, Fairfield down by 20 after 3 periods of play. Rob Flanagan can coach, ladies and gentlemen. Off to the right wing, now down low. It's stolen away from Eric Brubaker. Rob Flanagan coaching Olney, and they are going to go into the Mule Barn and win one tonight, it looks like. Freeburg, 4 minutes, 12 seconds from upsetting Salem here. They lead by 10 with just that amount of time left. Deeker with it to the right wing. It goes to Jake Isaacs. Now to Owen Smith. As Freeburg burning clock. It's about a 30-second possession so far, and Salem can ill afford that. They have 5 fouls to give before they get them on the line. There's a good defensive effort by Isaac Hayes, and the turnover. A 5-second call. Salem clinging to hope, down by 10, 49-39, 3:39 to go. With it is Whitney. He's had the last couple of buckets into the corner. Jumper for Ware won't go. Rebound for Deeker for Freeburg. And Carson Smith will bring it up himself. 3:15 to go in the contest. Gets it over to Jake Isaacs, around the horn to Luke Irvey, who drives down the lane, finds Deeker, who puts it up and in. That play has worked all night long, and Deeker with 15. Timeout on the court taken by Freeburg with 3:05 to go, leading by 12. We'll be back in 30.
Life is made up of moments. We care about those moments as much as you do. We are Modern Woodmen, a fraternal financial services organization. Member-owned, not stockholder-run. Since 1883, we've supported families, strengthened communities, and helped people reach their financial goals. From protection to saving to retirement planning, let us help you plan for those special moments in your life.
For career opportunities or financial planning, call me, Justin Harness, your local Modern Woodmen representative.
And welcome back here to B.E. Gum Gymnasium. Freeburg holding a 51-39 lead on the Salem Wildcats. Salem in with a record of 10-7, 3-1 in the conference. Freeburg at 9-6, 1-2 in the conference. But if this holds up, it's going to put a real crimp on the Wildcats' opportunities to win the Cahokia Conference this season. Going to be a real boost to the Freeburg Midgets. 3:05 to go here in the ballgame. It's a 12-point game, 51-39. Coach Matt Lauer for Freeburg took that timeout, but probably is as helpful for Andy Fehrenbacher. Might get his defenders to possibly begin to foul a little bit, see if you can't put Freeburg on the line. Outside and on the drive now. It is a nice shot up and in for Isaac Hayes. His first points of the game. Cuts it to 10. 2:45 to go. Is there enough time for a miracle? Near steal by Hayes. Gathered by Smith. Fired down low to Deeker, is knocked out of bounds just through the arms of Levi Hayes. Jacob Blumenkamp trying to force one in there, and it did not work. Owen Smith will take a seat. With a 10-point game and 2:36 to go. Pass at top, and it's going to be a timeout taken before the turnover, as Matt Lauer did not want to lose possession on a 5-second call on the sideline. With 2:36 to go in the basketball game, we'll keep it right here. Good crowd on hand for the Salem Wildcats tonight, but they are close to going away disappointed. It's jersey night, I mentioned earlier. A lot of folks wearing Salem Wildcat football jerseys. There's a few Salem Wildcat basketball jerseys. There's a Indiana Pacers number 4. That would be Victor Oladipo, I believe, right? I believe so. And with 2:36 to go in the ball game, Freeburg holds a 10-point lead. They'll throw it in again underneath their own hoop. And it comes to Deeker, and he backs things out. They're going to slow things down. On the dribble is Luke Irvey. Gets it over to Carson Smith. Back out to Irvey. Irvey, Smith, Isaacs, Deeker, and Blumenkamp on the court. They find Deeker down low, and he lays it up and in. Deeker with 17 on the night, same as Luke Irvey. On the drive, Harness is fouled, and Jacob Harness will go to the free throw line. Carson Smith picks up the foul, just the 3rd foul of the game, or the second half, pardon me, for Freeburg. As Jacob Harness will head to the free throw line, where he is 2 for 4, now 3 for 5. Next one is good as well. 53-43 in favor of Freeburg. 2:05 to go in the game. Salem scrapping, trying to get back in it. Carson Smith with it, gets it back outside to Irvey. Isaacs to Irvey. Now Irvey works the left corner, and timeout taken by Freeburg again. Matt Lauer will take one again. It's 53-43 with 1:50 to go. Back in 30 seconds.
With over 90 years of combined automotive repair experience, Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They are your local hand-cooked tire and interstate battery dealer. For your convenience, call 665-3666 for free local pickup and delivery, because at Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Come see my daddy with our boys.
Welcome back to B.E. Gum Gymnasium. 1 minute 50 seconds to go. And a 10-point lead for Freeburg. Salem with 5 fouls to give. If they are going to try to put Freeburg on the line, it may be too late for that. And it comes to Deeker. Gets it over to Irvey. Irvey works against Hayes. Nearly loses the handle. He's tipped back. Irvey with it. Back across to Owen Smith. Harness all over him. And the ball is stolen away. Nice kick ahead. Hayes will head to the hoop. And he is fouled. He'll head to the free throw line. Isaac Hayes, after the really nice steal by Leighton Ware. And Luke Irvey will pick up his 3rd foul. 2 free throws. Who says you can't come back without fouling? As the first free throw is good for Hayes. Cuts it to 9. Just a 3-possession game. 1:25 to go. He can cut it to 8. There, and he does. Timeout taken by Salem. With 1:25 to go, trailing by 8, 53-35. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Country Roads Realty goes the extra mile to take you home. Managing broker Jessica McCleary, along with Terry Weedman and Judy Reed, bring commitment, integrity, and results, as well as 21st century technology to the business of real estate. Virtual house tours are always open at countryroadsrealty.net. Call Country Roads Realty at 842-SOLD and give Country Roads the chance to earn your business and add you to their long list of satisfied clients.
Gymnasium here in Salem, as Freeburg holds a 8-point lead, an 8-point lead. Salem has committed 2 team fouls this half. Freeburg has committed 4. The possession arrow is Freeburg's direction, should there be a held ball. And throwing it in will be Carson Smith. Throws it deep down court to a wide open Deeker, who lays it up and in. Connor Deeker, now 19. Snuck back Snowbird. How about that? Eric Brubaker with it for Salem. To the right wing to Ware. Back outside, 3 on the way is good for Eric Brubaker. He now has 12 in the game, and timeout taken in again by Salem with 1:05 remaining in a 7-point game. It's 55-48. It's a full timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Are you looking to start a DIY project or need construction? Come see us at Zinc Building Center. We can help with interior, exterior, and commercial doors. Need some new siding? Whether it be vinyl, stone, or cedar shake, we can help. How about roofing? Call us for a free estimate on a metal or shingled roof. We also deal in lumber, cabinetry, paint, plumbing, and electrical. Stop by and see us on Route 45 in Louisville.
Come see us.
Welcome back to B.E. Gum Gymnasium. The Freeburg Midgets and the Salem Wildcats in a Cahokia Conference ball game. Mississippi Division. Freeburg leading now by 7 with 1:05 to go. That third quarter was just monumental for Freeburg as they outscored Salem 21-9 to go into the fourth with a 12-point lead. Salem's tried to catch up but have not had much opportunity. Carson Smith gets it into Isaacs, back to Smith. Ball knocked away. It'll be Salem basketball. 58 seconds to go. Salem not giving in. They're going for steals rather than fouls. And throwing it in will be Isaac Hayes. He's got Harness in with him along with Leighton Ware, Brett Whitney, and Eric Brubaker. It goes to the high post of Brubaker. Back outside, 3 on the way. Off the iron, no good. Whitney loses the handle out of bounds. It's tipped out by Deeker. With 48 seconds to go, a 7-point contest. Throwing it in is Isaac Hayes. Finds Harness for 3. No good. Rebound taken down by Smith, Owen Smith. And they find Deeker wide open down court. He lays it up and in. Connor Deeker with 8 points this quarter. He's got 21. And that bumps it back to 9. Brubaker fires for 3 with under 30 seconds to go, and it's no good. And this one all but over as Deeker beats the defense again. They'll bring it out, and the Midgets will burn clock. Stick around after the ball game. We'll take a short break, and then we'll be back to give you the scoring on the evening as the Freeburg Midgets are going to knock off the Salem Wildcats in Salem by a final score of 57-48. We'll be right back in 1 minute.
Dan's Electro-Electric in Flora, Fairfield, and Noble is always ready to help you, whether the days and nights are frosty and cold or hot and humid. As a supplier and servicer of all major HVAC brands, Dan's experienced and licensed technicians are ready to get to work for you. Take care of your interior comfort with affordable heating, cooling, electrical, geothermal, and generator systems with reliable customer service from Dan's Electro-Electric.
For over 43 years, Bandy's Pharmacy has been your locally owned prescription for better health. With locations in Salem, Centralia, Mount Vernon, and Irvington, our fast, friendly, and professional pharmacists will take the time to explain your medications and give you the peace of mind that you deserve. Bandy's is also the area's largest provider of quality medical equipment solutions, and with a huge selection of medical uniforms and supplies, Bandy's Pharmacy and Medical Equipment truly is your prescription for better health.
And welcome back to B.E. Gum Gymnasium. Tough night for the Salem Wildcats. They won the JV game 51-38, but fall here in the varsity battle 57-48 to Freeburg. Taking a look at the scoring on the evening. Freeburg's Connor Deeker led all scorers with 21 points. He was 2 for 2 from the free throw line. He had 3 threes and 5 two-pointers for his 21. And he was the main scoring cog in that fourth quarter as he had 4 field goals. 17 for Luke Irvey, all those coming in the first 3 quarters, did not score in the fourth quarter. He didn't get to the free throw line either. He hit 1 3 and 7, count them 7, two-pointers. 8 points for Owen Smith, had a couple of threes and a deuce. 4 points for Colin Brueggemann. He had a couple of field goals, 0 for 4 from the line. 3 points for Griffin Range. He had a field goal and they 1 for 4 from the line. 2 points apiece for Jake Isaacs, 2 out of 3 from the free throw line. And Carson Smith with a field goal in that third quarter. As the midgets had quarters of 13, 13, 21, and 10. They did not get to the free throw line in the fourth quarter, but it did not matter. Their 5 for 13 free throw shooting holds up. For the Salem Wildcats, they were led tonight by Jacob Harness. He finished with 15 points. He was 4 for 6 from the free throw line. He had a 3-pointer and 4 two-pointers. Eric Brubaker finished with 12. He had a 3 and 4 deuces, 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Brett Whitney with 10, 5 field goals. 7 for Levi Hayes, 3 for 4 from the line, a couple of field goals, and 4 points for Isaac Hayes, as he was 2 for 2 from the line, had a field goal. The Salem Wildcats 10 for 14 on the game from the free throw line, with quarters of 7, 19, 9, and 13. That third quarter telling the difference, 21-9 in favor of Freeburg, and they win the ball game 57-48. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors for bringing you tonight's ball game. I'd like to remind you this Friday night we'll be in Fairfield as the Carmi-White County Bulldogs will take on the Fairfield Mules in Black Diamond Conference play. Nice job all the folks here for Wabash producing this game for you. And for all of Wabash, my name is Bruce Dickey, reminding you tonight's final score. The Freeburg Midgets improved to 10-6, 2-2 in the Cahokia Conference, and Salem falls to 10-8, 3-2 as Freeburg defeats Salem 57-48. So long from B.E. Gum.